Good enough. Back with Gauntlet Legends. Hopefully this is the last stream. I decided level 70. I think I'm 5 more levels. So I don't have the box with me. I put it back up. Dang it. I think level 75 is another like major upgrade, which is cool. But my health 6,350. Yeah, I off-streamed. Got more health. Because apparently I'm at the final boss, even though that can't be right, because there's still like a runestone left. Something about a battlefield. Let's get a rune hit. Last runestone is well hidden at the end of the battlefield. Also, world hint. Powers restored. Find the treasure rooms for 50 coins, so... Enemy hint? You must cleanse the desecrated Cathedral of Scorn's evil presence. Step into the light. Yeah, okay. That's basically right end game. Hello? No.
You are now entering the desecrated temple.
After doing the desecrated temple, we faced off against Scorn, which was a big surprise to me because I didn't think we were already there, but I assume there's stuff after Scorn. But he also kicked my ass, hence why I decided to go and get more health. It's loud. I assume I don't need to hit all those switches again, do I? Or do I? Is that a... okay. Where are you coming from? Maybe I'll just end up getting surrounded or something. If I don't. Like over here. I see you. Stand over here. Crunch, crunch. Crash, clang. I don't remember what all the switches got me. Maybe it was for... oh, shit. This is why I didn't want to happen. Maybe it is for progress, all those switches. Should be annoying. Every time I lose to the boss, I have to come back here. This sucks. That's right. I recognize. Ah! So yeah, you're welcome for sparing you, me playing the same, like, few levels over and over again to get enough food. I also got a lot of upgrades, or abilities, items, what have you. Which I guess is good. Maybe I'll have to use some of those on Scorn. Let me figure out what I have, actually. Light? Amulet? I think that's what that is. Or Phoenix? Phoenix and Tri-Shot? Maybe I'll do that? No. And even after messing with the brightness, unless it reset itself, it's still pretty dark, especially in this one. Dun dun. Aw, dang it. I can't. Oh, wait, maybe I can. No, I can't. God dang it. I have to do the whole switch puzzle every time I lose to the boss? Oh. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Oh, boy. Oh, is that a chest? Oh, it is. I don't have a key for it. Okay, I thought that was breakable. I was wrong. Nope. I don't even know where the whole thing starts. It's like way back here. Oh, there's one. Yeah, this is the end of the level, or the beginning, I should say. Okay. What? I have all that too. Dang it. Is this even progress? Ah. I'll definitely reach level 75 if I keep losing to the boss and go through this area again. Damn it. So there's no overworld, so even if there's something after the boss, what is that, like... Does that mean if I die in the next spot after the boss, like, I'll go back to having to do all this again? It's a scary thought. Is there a boss after the boss? I don't know what I just did. Wait, so I hit this. Where'd it go? Just pointing over here. Oh, is this the bird statue? No, I did the bird statue. Yeah, it's over. Oh, no. Yeah, here. Here. Oh. What? Frame rate? Frame rate didn't. Oh, yep. The frame rate's still kind of held together. I was expecting the frame rate to die once all these enemies start being able to move on screen. I was wrong. Good for you, Nintendo 64. Being able to have all these characters on the screen at once. Okay. That, and then that. In that order. I have 116 seconds of Phoenix. So if this doesn't work... I don't know, did we determine if... Can I destroy this? Oh, I can't. I have to destroy that. Did we determine if me using my special ability in that boss fight actually did anything? I don't remember. Yeah, okay, I had to do that. Here goes nothing. Yes, let's. Bum, bum, bum.
You are now entering the altar of scorn.
Not the altar of... Oh shit, I forgot how to do this. Okay, it's R. I'll try it anyway. I did something. Helps if I could aim. That's why I thought the tri-shot would be helpful for me being able to actually aim. Alright. I haven't lost 1,000 health yet. Just about. I don't have him at half? Maybe I do have him at half. Yeah, I've got him at about half. Hope if I didn't keep getting knocked down by attacks. Okay, getting hurt, but this is getting annoying. I think I have the HP to tank it, honestly. Again, don't know what that says about whatever's coming next. If I have a chance to like heal and get my bearings. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back to a blast from the past. Come on! Come on! Gonna make it. Yeah, I think I won. Let's have a final form. Turn into Cell Extreme. What the hell are these things? Oh, no worries. I don't know what I collected. It is. What? I didn't catch any of that. Zero kills? I beg your pardon? Well, yeah, I'm gonna save. Since you missed out on the other streams. I don't have the box though this time. Hold on, I gotta get the box. This is not an emulator. Oh, this is in fact being played on a genuine Nintendo 64, though I am playing on a third-party controller because Nintendo controllers, just in general, are ungodly expensive. Especially ones they don't sell anymore themselves. But yeah, found it on eBay. It's only like, I want to say it's like $40 or something. The whole box, the game, even comes with the manual. Back when manuals were beefy and actually had like detail. And tried just as hard to immerse you in the story of the game as the game itself did. Oop. Yeah, it's good times. So I owned it, and I was like, I should probably beat it for once. So, here we are. Without the Rumble Pack, because apparently you have to trade out the Rumble Pack and the memory card each time you save. Army of Death? Uh-oh. Oh boy. My banishing Scorn to the underworld, he's managed to free his slaughtered soldiers' souls and raise an undead army against my tower. Their trenches surround the foot of my fortress, and these lead to the siege towers from which the battle is waged. Against what? Your castle? Are there other people fighting for you besides me? At the end is the fortress, where Scorn has no doubt hidden the 13th runestone. You must overcome his army and save my tower. So... Wait. What did you do? Oops. Rune hint? Well hidden at the end of the battlefield. Okay. Also, What are these things I have? Yeah, I guess I could sell some of this. Except a lot of it's pretty useful. Okay, never mind, I won't sell any of it. I only have enough for one strength boost. Lame. So I can go back, which is cool. I don't think I could sell these. No. Okay, we'll cancel them. Great, I have to do another health run. I'm at... Oh, what is my total health? 7,000. Oh, okay, so it's like a magic? Just boosted abilities, I guess. Alright, well. Get some health, at least, I guess. Back to the Mountain Valley.
You are now entering the Valley of Fire.
Back to where it all began. Ah! It would be nice to at least get to 75, level 75, before finishing the game. Assuming I will finish this game. Ooh. Not too many potions. Oh yeah, I can look it up now that I have the manual. I think it's like level 75. It's like 25, 50, 75, and 100 you get. Character bonuses. Power up, secret world, legendary weapons. Legendary weapons, hold on. Okay. I was wondering if there's a legendary weapon to fight Scorn. I guess there wasn't. The story, saving the game, player health. Aha! Each character will gain more power for each level they gain. If you make it to levels 10, 25, 50... Oh, a 99! Oh, never mind. I won't wait for level 75 then. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I'm really interested in it. I might just even do a stream of it. But we'll see. So many other games, especially RPGs. Streaming those are going to take a lot of time. I feel like I still owe it to some people who watched my Mother 3 stream to do a Mother 1 playthrough. I just don't know if I have like the optimized version of it. Because would that lower the volume? Try to turn it down on my computer. I don't know if that lowered it for you guys too. Because I know it had its issues when it first released, and there's been like updates. Yeah. I think I had been recommended a certain hack of it that fixes some of it. Sounds good on your end? Okay, good. Because I know you've told me the encounter rate in Earthbound Zero is ridiculous. And I guess there's also translation stuff that there's a hack kind of fixes. So far, not gaining a lot of extra health. It is only stage 1, though. I just figured I wouldn't be getting as hurt. Yeah. Yeah, so right now my concern is I don't know if I you know, we'll be playing the right version, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. That's crazy. I'm curious to see what the story is. I hate archers. Yeah, I know switches work, game, thank you. It's funny how much changed since the first time I was playing this for the stream. I really have an issue with archers and bombers. Like, they really bug the hell out of me now. Because I'm like trying to raise my health and keep it high, but bombers and archers are just beyond BS when it comes to being able to hurt you from afar, and you have to like go through scores of enemies like that archer in the background who can take pot shots at me. There, I got him. Weird, yeah. I mean, I also got Final Fantasy V to play, but I'm not streaming that. I should just stream games I'm playing for videos, though. Makes sense. Like, I think you mentioned during one stream that I should stream Time Splitters. I'm like, yeah, I really should. I don't know why I don't. It's definitely going to be a video I want to do. It makes sense to just, you know, while recording the footage, you know, stream it live. Oh man, yeah, that's another game. So many games. I've gotten to this point because I play so many of the same games over and over again. I record them now, not just for videos, but also so I can just be like, I'm done. If I'm ever like jonesing for another playthrough, I have footage I could just watch and be like, right, that's how the game goes. That's what the story's like. You know, I can experience it all over again without actually having to do it. Because yeah, after a while, it's just like I need to move on. other games. Yeah, I definitely should, if only because the game is just so. I'm sure there are people out there who talk about it a lot, but I don't feel like it's represented nearly as much as it should. It's really depressing just how it died out. The last true ancestor of the GoldenEye 64 multiplayer first-person shooter genre. I guess I can't say that. I'm sure people like Halo. I just never played Halo. Right. That's true. I'll do a Time Splitters hot tub stream. Yeah, no, I've just been liking, like, trying to grab, you know, those niches, things I'm interested in that a lot of people don't seem to cover on the internet, which is alarming considering that's the internet. I think everything's been covered to death already at this point. Not Time Splitters. At least, again, to my understanding. Of course, I say that, and now there's going to be this big, like, wave of, you know, Time Splitters historians and just everybody getting back into the games and, like, talking about how great they were again. That's how it goes with me, man. I hold off too long on something that I think is a niche, and then it just becomes like the new trend. I'm just hipster like that, I guess. I talked about Time Splitters before it was cool. Yeah. Is my max health 7,000? I'm sure I could walk into the final, what I assume is the final stage with only 5,000 health, right? I'm already getting bored of trying to get more food. Right now I'm just trying to get health so I can face the final stages without dying and potentially losing a lot of progress. Also, it's nice to get some of these upgrades. At least give me some free money. Ah! Ah! Buggy. Big lady. Bah. I should sell that. Shouldn't waste it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. That was one of those ones. But that's... a lot of my streams are like... regret purchases I've made. Like... Final Fantasy Origins, Strangers in Paradise, whatever the full title is. I didn't hate it, but I really didn't think it was worth the price of admission, for sure. And then Warcraft 3 Remastered was one of those things too. Which still, I'll defend to the death, it looks cool. The remastered version is still cool looking. But yeah, this wasn't really... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, like, what the hell? Full price game? And I guess it did take a while to beat, but I don't know. I think my main issue is how dare they put the name Final Fantasy in it. They could have done more to differentiate itself from the rest of the Final Fantasy series, because like Crystal Chronicles, we didn't get tricked into thinking that that was, you know, anything like the other Final Fantasies. But this game, I was just like, oh yeah, action RPG, Final Fantasy, what's there to lose? Yeah. I'm reading first stage hints, like I need to know what they are. Alright, I'm out of here. Ooh, money. Ah, no! That's not money. Let's see. No, I might have been the only two where they were regretful purchases, so I was like, I might as well stream it. I'm gonna save again. But yeah, StarCraft and StarCraft 2 are one of those games where I'm constantly wanting to go back and play them. So I just make them a, you know, official thing. Like, that's it. They're done. Before I swear off Blizzard forever. Is this... Oh, is it a whole... Oh, okay. It is a whole other... Battle Trenches.
You are now entering the Battle Trenches.
The Battle Trenches. Rangers. The hell are these things? What is this music? Nice. Man, Kingdom Hearts. Have you played 3? I've watched someone play 3. For the most part. Apparently, yeah, can't really the storyline. apparently Disney and Square Enix really get on people for putting cutscenes from the game on YouTube. So I watched someone play it on YouTube, but a lot of it was just like black screen with a disclaimer being like, Disney didn't want me showing this. You haven't finished it? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, the Toy Story area looked cool. What was the other area? There's another part of it. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of neat. I don't remember though. It's all Disney movies I don't really like anymore. Or no, Tangled isn't Pixar. Tangled's Disney. Frozen's Disney. Yeah, I just never got into those movies, so it's just like, eh. Wasn't as cool as back in the day when it was like Aladdin, friggin' Nightmare Before Christmas, Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. Remember even thinking back when Kingdom Hearts 2 was coming out that Pirates World seemed really, really weird. But they kind of made up for it because they had like the Steamboat Willie area, which is cool, and Tron. Tron was kind of neat, a neat idea. I don't even know what I'm doing. Kind of running around fighting stuff. Guess that's what you do in Gauntlet, right? You just run around and fight stuff. So I guess the last rune I don't have to worry about until I reach the battlefield itself. Right now I'm just in the trenches. It's so weird. This is another situation where I've gotten to a point in the game where I've never seen any of this. I mean, I haven't seen any of the last world that I was just in before all the end game stuff. It's weird to think I've played this game years and years ago, and a lot. Never saw the end of it. I can't see that fence. Oh my god, yeah. No, really, that's a good point, actually. If there's a Kingdom Hearts 4, there's gonna be all Star Wars. George Lucas as the villain. Oh no. If you're the teammate you get in Star Wars World is gonna be Kathleen Kennedy. She's gonna be, help me, Sora, we must destroy the evil empire. And it's just George Lucas sitting at home. Just reading a book. I mean, that's all Disneyland is nowadays, is Star Wars. Though to be fair, Star Wars Land is pretty cool. Only had one ride when I went, but it was pretty cool. Ah! Climb the nearby tower to see a way through. Okay, that's not a nearby tower. Jesus, what am I doing? Ah, what is that? Oh, Lord. guess I'm not going to be hunting for a rune stone in the middle of a frozen wasteland the size of the Red Dead Redemption 2 world map. That was a thing. Have I been here? No. Ah! Crap. Quit it. Quit it. Quit it. Where are you? There you are. Stop that. No.
Gain the level.
Wee, was that 72? 99. Guess it caps at 99, huh? Otherwise it'd go to 100, I'd assume. Well, I've retained my health for the most part. I'm not desperately searching for food. Why are these stages so dark? Turn the brightness up on my monitor. Still barely see. I actually know where I am.
Phoenix familiar.
Wait, no I don't. Wait, yeah, maybe I do. That was all just it switches, so I can go up here? No? Like, I'm not seeing... Oh, God. Can't even see the fences. Oh. Let's follow the enemies. Ah, bomber. Get out. Get out.
I like food.
Oop. This is not a good place to be. Phineas and Ferb world. It would make sense, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be all, you know, Pixar. It's gonna be Wall-E World, Frozen 2, which again is Pixar, I know. What's Pixar done lately? Inside Out. Is that the name of the movie? Inside Out World. Bug's Life World. Cars World. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Was that new movie they came out with? Coco? They do like a Coco World? Haven't seen Coco. Assuming that's the name of the movie. Yeah. I mean, Frozen made a lot of sense. So Tangled, I guess. More sense than Pirates. That's for sure. Robin Hood, yeah. Robin Hood, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Great Mouse Detective, Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins World, that needs to happen. Just all my favorite Disney movies as their own Kingdom Hearts worlds. What was the point of this? I went up here, I killed stuff. The Muppets, yeah. Friggin'... Oh, Monsters Inc. world. Wait, is Monsters Inc.? They did a Monsters Inc. world. Did they? Is Monsters Inc. a world already? Is that in 3? Should be on the development team. It's true. And how? All the kids playing Kingdom Hearts 4 would be like, where are all these boomer movies? Monsters Inc. was in Kingdom... That's funny, okay. Wow, apparently it's been a while since I watched that playthrough of it, because I just had an epiphany. I'm like, oh, that'd be perfect. Yeah, it already happened. I don't know what I did. Oh, did I open... I think I opened something over here. I did, yay. I get it now. No, I didn't. I already been here. Oh, crap. Ew. There's a lot of enemies up there. Carry always Mel Brooks. Yes. Not to be confused with that Robin Hood. Sword in the Stone has potential. I mean, they have Merlin already as a character. Or heck, just do more princess franchises like Cinderella and Snow White. Be pretty epic, Snow White. I'm now level what? 75 something? The announcer got really excited. I never heard him get that excited before. I think I think level 75 may be something. Whoa! Yeah, I think I made it to the end. Ow. Hallelujah. Yeah. The Incredibles. It's always bugged me. I have to go off on a rant here. But it's always bugged me. And you see it in Kingdom Hearts. Like I said, it's all Pixar. I mean, it isn't all Pixar, but a lot of it's Pixar. It's Pixar heavy, the movies. It always bugged me. You go to, like, the theme park, you know, and they sell, like, sweatshirts or t-shirts or whatever, and it's got, like, the big Disney logo and a bunch of Disney characters. But you look at it, and it's like 80% of them are Pixar characters. It's like, that's not Disney, though? Like, I don't know. I'm a bit too much of a purist, but it's just like, why not the older characters? Like, why does it have to be all the new and popular stuff? I mean, obviously, but... Gaston. That's funny. I can see you as a Gaston. You're self-sufficient, you know? You provide for yourself and others. Yeah, that's exactly. When you were a lad, you ate 4 dozen eggs every morning. Makeshift hut contains your release to the way out. Hey, I thought I got to the exit already. What's all this crap? Why is there more stage? This is what I'm talking about. It's remarkable how much they fit into such a little GameCube cartridge. I mean, 64 cartridge. It's a lot of map here. It's not the only level that has so much. Quasimodo. Yeah, you're pretty close. I don't know how to spell his name either. Ah! No! More buttons, more secrets, more near pitch blackness. I've now dropped below 5,000 health, finally. I don't think there has been health in this stage, hasn't there? Too many enemies. Must be purged. A red rock, keep a secret safe. Red rock, guard the pathway's fate. Hi, Death. How are you doing? See ya. Red rock? That's not red rock. It's a fine red rock game. God dang it. Literally a red rock, or like one of these walls that is sometimes red. Oh, I think I unleashed something. Secret? Oh. Maybe that was the red rock. I didn't get to see it because I just shot it. Ah! Exit. Wherever I am. It's so dark. It's so dark. That's the exit. Hell yeah. I assume I'm just gonna save these items I got from that boss for the end. Is that the Infinity Gauntlet? I just remembered I had them. Let's sell some stuff, get some upgrades. Stay a while and listen. Sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Everything else is useful? Question mark? No, not that. It could be, but whatever. Alright, strength upgrade. Bam, 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 bam. Almost at 900 strength stat, whatever that means. Square's... There's rumors of Square wanting to remake Final Fantasy IX. Remake as in what they're doing with 7? Because somehow I doubt that would be their next, like, big rehash. I can get behind Square, like, wanting to go through their old games and being like, let's make this better. We did it with 7, so let's
You are now entering the fortified towers.
do it with others. But, I don't see 9 being, like, a good one to do. It's been a while since I played 9, but I remember thinking back and realizing I didn't really appreciate it for what it was when I played it. Like most Final Fantasies, I didn't play all the way through and just kind of got a base idea of what the game was about, and then stopped playing for like a year and then had to restart again. Rinse and repeat, and here I am, still haven't beat it. I mean, what would you think about Square doing that with 6? Because I could see that being a thing, and I can see being a little concerned about how they handle it. But I feel like that, you know, that would be one they would think about doing. But yeah, remake how? Just like a remaster, like just better graphics and what have you, or like completely change the fundamental design of it? Because that I wouldn't get, but you know, maybe a fresh coat of paint, you know, couldn't hurt. Full on remake. Yeah, that's wild if that's true. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd have to play the original 9 again to get a good idea of, you know, what I like and not like. Excuse me about it. I don't know how that would work, honestly, because, like, some aspects of certain Final Fantasy games, like 9, they're too engraved in the whole turn-based style. So if they're remaking it, like in 7, and making another action RPG, you can't do that with characters like Quina, who's a blue mage, right? Like, it doesn't work, you know? Yeah, 6 I can see. Even though, again, 6, I don't know if you could remake it into an action RPG because, you know, Cyan's ability. I guess I could see what you could do with Celeste. But, you know, there's just some aspects to their characters and how they fight that you can't translate into an action RPG. Mog, like, how would Mog work in a action RPG setting, you know? With 7, it worked because everybody just kind of did everything, you know? It's like you either attack or you had magic. Sabin and his blitz, yeah, exactly. I mean, that was the beauty of that game, was how everybody, you know, was so different from each other, playstyle-wise. But in 7, it was kind of like the job system where you can make anybody do anything. So it worked in that, you know, kind of style. What the heck is that thing down there? So I feel like you'd be losing something if you take some of those Final Fantasies and change them. 8 is the same way. It's anybody can do anything. So if you make it an action RPG, I'd probably improve on this system. Yeah, exactly. Maybe they can make Squall likable if they did 8. Maybe they can make any of the characters likable. I don't know. I liked Irving, but that was because he was a cowboy. That was cool. I didn't really like his personality or anything. Oh, jeez. What the heck? Fell for that. We'll figure out what's up with that pentagram over there. I think that'll lead to it. Zell likable, yeah. I've heard arguments, mainly from my brother, but and my brother likes Zell. Thought he was a neat character. And to that I can agree, he had character. You know, he wasn't one-dimensional, at least. But yeah, I don't know, he's too obvious. I don't know. He was the wild card. It was pretty obvious from the start. That's what he's gonna be. That's what he remained throughout the whole game. Where am I and what am I doing? Yeah, Quistis is kind of cool. I think. I don't know, it's been a while. At least she had kind of like the mentor thing going, which again kind of got thrown out the window once she just sort of became one of your subordinates. Yeah, that was kind of weird actually, huh? She would join your team a lot, despite being like your teacher. Yeah. I mean, no, Irving was useless. I mean, the one thing he was hired to do, and he fails miserably at it, could not kill Edia. It's like, that was the only reason we came to you, man. We needed the sniper. But nope, couldn't do it. But again, I liked him because he had a cowboy hat. And he had a gun, which... I mean... Yeah, Vincent was probably my favorite Final Fantasy VII character, so... apparently I got a thing for Final Fantasy characters with guns. I mean, and Barrett. Who doesn't like Barrett? I need to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, is what I'm learning through this conversation. I like Sid. He's just not my favorite. That's tough. 7 had a lot of good characters. I mean, again, Vincent I like for the same shallow reason I liked Irving. You know, he looked cool, so he was a cool character to me. Amarant from 9, even though he was a monk, and I have grown to appreciate monks more in Final Fantasy games, but back then I was just like, well, that's boring, he uses his fists, what the hell, but he looks cool. I don't know how I'm supposed to get there. Oh, wait. No? What have I done? I hit that. Hit this. Is there something I'm not seeing? It's not on that screen. Galuf, yeah. I don't think I've played... I need to get back into 5. I think I haven't played it for a while now. I've been playing it and taking notes, but... I kind of got stuck on frickin' Shiva. How far did you get? Did you get Shiva? How far did you get until you're able to beat Shiva? Because what the hell? The game's frickin' hard. Yeah. I think I know one of the things that happens to him. I'm pretty sure he dies. But it's cool because, like, his daughter or somebody, granddaughter, like, gets all of his abilities. Oh, I could just walk in. Gets all of his abilities. So you, like, immediately get a new character, but it, like, makes sense or something. I don't know. Okay, now what did I do? I did a thing. What was it? I did this. What's this gonna do for me? What did that do? Over here? Oh! Well, that just takes me... Oh, okay, I haven't been here. To access the tower nearby, you must break through a wall to a hidden space. Well, that's like accessing everything in this game, isn't it? Galuf and Bart's monks. Ferris is a black mage. Ah! White mage. Just need to pummel the characters with high hitters. Oh, okay. See, I was toying with this idea of... Because at the moment I'm on the fire crystal jobs. So I have the sword magic people. I forget what they're called. Really? Man. See, this is why you beat more Final Fantasies than me. Clearly you have a knack for this kind of thing. Like, yeah. As soon as I got wiped the first time, I'm like, alright, what do I need to do? But, I was thinking just rely on Protect. Even though I don't think Protect works on magic in that game, just like any other game. But use, like, Fire Sword. Because I assume Shiva's weak to that, and her Knights. Mage Knights. Oh, weird, okay. And that's the thing, too, is, like, I kind of want to... I'm having a hard time, because the one thing... I love the job system, but one thing I don't like about it, especially in this game, it seems like you get all the jobs really quickly. Like, it feels like I didn't even have a lot of time with the, water... Was it the water crystal? Before I was already getting the fire crystal. And so it's just like I didn't have enough time with those jobs to like level them up and test them out. But yeah, I've been having a tough time just like deciding on like what I'm doing with all the characters and what classes I want to toy with and stuff. Or even if I want to, like the monk, just go full bore and max level it. But if I do that, then that means I'm losing out on some of the other classes because I only have 4 characters to play with, so it's been an interesting balancing act for me. At the same time, it's really impressive for a game like that to have that much to make you think like that, you know, to give you so many options. That's almost overwhelming. Which again is why job system is one of the best in any RPG. Ah! I still never got that stupid pentagram. I think I'm gonna have to go back and see what that's all about. Because it looks important. Unless I'm gonna get it by going over this way. Open all siege tower doors to get out. Okay. Did I not? I think that's the way out, but I didn't open all siege tower doors. Dang it. Oh, also, Final Fantasy V question. Did you get the Tamer? Beastmaster? Did you ever use the Beastmaster, whatever the class is called? Because, I don't get the point of it. Okay. Oh, wait, was that the one I needed? How did I get over there? Is it... This is bad. Okay. Right. Okay, still can't get out. At least I don't think. Oh, really? Ah. Okay. Oh yeah, no worries. Have fun. screaming from? Oh, hey, I got it.
Valkyrie found the soul savior.
Soul Savior. Right, yeah. Makes sense. Okay. See, the problem is I can't get it to work, like taming, but, or controlling, or whatever. But that's interesting, because I have been trying to get the Blue Mage to work, which is another issue I was having, but I figured that was just... I have the ability that makes it so no matter what, that character... Like, I have it set as an ability, like, permanently. So no matter what job that character is, they're collecting blue magic. You have to level it up? Ah, okay. Well, maybe I'll give that a go still. Fascinating. Oh, really? Yeah. I was concerned because I learned Flash, and then I kept using it, but I was like, wait, this isn't working on enemies, but I think it might be. It might, like, blind enemies, even though you don't see, like, a graphic on them. I'm pretty sure some boss fights I won solely because they kept missing attacks. Which might have been caused by Flash, or I just got really lucky. Open all the siege doors. I think I have to go all the way back to figure this one out. Oops. Yeah, I want to like the blue mages. So I wanted to give that a whirl, just to say I did. Where'd you guys come from? I take it this means I'm on the right track if... Okay, apparently I've never been over here. Oh good, I unleashed a monster. Good for me. He can't reach me though, so we're all good. Ah, he's about to reach me. Got him. What's that? This looks suspicious. Oh, it's a platform or something. Crap is this? I see. Okay, that lowers, that raises. What do you do? What do you do? Who knows? The Soul Savior with you? Is the Soul Savior with you? Should be by now. It will protect you from Scorn's power. Oh, is this the a weapon, legendary weapon to weaken a boss? Oh, neat. Okay, I didn't even know there was one. The manual sure didn't tell me. Psh, psh. So much for this friggin' thing. Yeah. Hit a lot of switches. I think I have to go this way. It's like I don't see any progress happening, but I certainly hit a lot of switches. So that random fence I kept rubbing my forehead into apparently wasn't the way out. The hint just happened to be in that area. Didn't really mean much as far as the location. So that's another siege tower door. Meat!
I like food.
I like food too. Oh, hello. Oh, do I want that treasure? Do I care at this point? No. No, I don't. Ah! Ah! Stupid bomber, why? They position these enemies so well. Is there a secret over here? Ken, is that something else I need to worry about? Apparently I only need to worry about the end of the battlefield. Which I'm not in, I don't think. Forgot what this area was called. I think it's the very last mission. Maybe. Does this look like a battlefield?
I like.
It's more like a siege attack because of the siege towers. I don't know. There's making crap up. Ah! Ah! Yeah, come here. Come here. No, come here. You too, come here. All the archers. Huzzah. Ah, dang it. I wasn't ready for it. I hate it when that happens. No! No! Oh, come on, at least destroy that. Okay, I weakened it. There we go. Ooh. What? Shoot, this is bad. Why'd I run? I shouldn't have ran. I'm gonna get cornered. So many enemies. I got a potion. Let me use it. Blah! There. That takes care of that. Release the golems like a clumsy fool, or sneak quietly and keep your cool. Okay. I didn't keep my cool. I didn't keep my cool. What did I do? Why? Why is it around? I mean, can I kill it from... Hey, where'd it go? Oh. Can I kill both of them from here? Yeah. What do you mean? Sneak around, whatever. Just F it up. Yeah. Experience. I feel like I missed a fork in the road. Kind of getting tunnel vision. Just going to where there's enemies and fighting them. No. Ta-da! $870 kills. Good gravy. What have I become? Okay. This is Battle Fortress. Battle Towers. Battle Trenches. Well hidden at the end of the battlefield. So the last stage? I assume that's what that means. Alright, sell some of this crap I don't need. Like fire breath. Keep the amulets. Fire shields. Get rid of rapid fire. Reflect shields. 5-way, 3-way. And then all the strength. 930 strength. Hell yeah. Probably should have bought health instead. Whatever. Let's do it.
You are now entering the Infernal Fortress.
So it's at the end. I'm gonna take that to heart. So if, once I reach the exit, that's where the ruin will be. At least nearby. Got it. What? Oh. Yay, another dark stage. Whee! Whee! More archers. Whee! Kaloo-kalay. I can tell this level is going to be annoying as hell. Hey, wait, when that guy freaked out, I'm at level 78 already? Wow. I actually didn't check to see if when the announcer, when Zordon got all excited for me, if I was actually level 75. I think he said it was level 75 though. But yeah. Gain levels pretty quickly. Now, should I just start using potions, or do you think they're gonna throw a lot of death at me? Being the last level and all. Drum break. No. Oh no! Dang it, that's the worst. Alright, I'm out. Come here, you jerk. Stupid archer. Wasted my power bar just to kill you. What? Did I? What? God, this is ridiculous. Am I gonna have to do this again? Well, let's see if I remember how I did it. Yes. Brightness. Oops, that's not what I wanted. 85. I don't... That actually doesn't seem to help a lot. But, you know, we'll do what we can. Yeah, it definitely doesn't help a lot. Why are these levels so damn dark? Holy crap. I keep bumping the mic. Where do I go? Oh, you can get up here. That's still not progress, though. Okay. Is this progress? Is this key progress? Damn. I think I took a shortcut. Oh, maybe I didn't. Or I did, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I hit that. Clearly missing an obvious path to continue. Yep, there it is. That was not difficult to see, I'm just... bad at navigating
I like food.
myself through these maps. Wait, okay, so that is pointing that way, I think. I mean, I guess I can always... Hold, please. Oh. Don't like me doing that. Configure video. Let's crank up the... Oh, the brightness reset itself. That'd explain it. It's still at -11. Again, I don't know why it goes to -11. It was just something with this video card I use. Just likes it there. There! Now at least you guys can see better. Because turning up the brightness on my end didn't help nearly as much as that did. Fortunately... it's not that bad of a delay, actually, but there's still a bit of a delay. Otherwise, I just use the streaming window. Ignore the big monitor I have just for playing this game on. I was poisoned. Dang it. Oop. Green Valkyrie represent. Maybe by hitting at the end of the battlefield would just implicate it's in the last stage, not so much that it's at the end of the stage. This trigger opens the fort, but it does not mean you can proceed. Well, why not? Oh, where? Well, there was a fork in the road. Well, if I can't proceed, I'll go this way then. See what's over here. It's a bomber, my favorite. What is that pointing to? Ah, Jesus. Whatever. It opened a thing. We can all agree on that. This rock looks really suspicious, but... Oh, apparently it was that rock that was suspicious. Neat. I'll clear this area first. Seek the hidden chests. I did. I found one. It didn't have anything important in it, mind you, but it was there. Is this... Oh god, I'm really lost now. Okay, this is the other end of this. Okay. This part I get. Does this count as a hidden chest? Does this count as a hidden chest? Why would I seek them? It's end game. I don't need gold. I do need food though, that's for damn sure. Oh hey, look, food.
I like food.
Okay, I'm gonna get some lights. Okay. So I went this way. Oh wait, yeah, this was... This, no. This way? Ah! Okay. That was pretty sweet. Ah! Oh. Interesting. One thing this game does really well is it really, it gets you prepared for the, it puts... It teaches you pretty well to look for hidden stuff and like where to look. And it's pretty intuitive in that way. Because for the most part, I'm not just flailing wildly, assuming there's going to be a secret hidden in every nook and cranny. There's kind of a sense of it that I got from playing this game long enough. So that's pretty cool. What's the point of this area? Absolutely nothing? I guess? Ah. Hey, my camera hasn't been bugging out like it had last time. It's so weird. It's just random when it decides it wants to work or not. I think it's my USB extension thing. It's bugged out. Where'd you come from? Oh no. Can you hit me from over there? I don't think so. A lot of skeletons. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. Okay. Where'd you come from? Where are all these guys coming from? Oh no.
Green Valkyrie has stopped time.
Okay. Now. Wait. Okay. So again, I like the stages and they're not just a labyrinth. Oh. I like them more when they don't have frickin' bombers placed in crazy useful areas. Wait. Okay. I think I want to be up here first. Oh no. God, still can't see anything. 13th runestone is here. You must be transported along the way and back. Along the way and back. Hmm. Okay. Does it just mean I take the transporter back? And that'll get me... Hold on, is that really it? I doubt it. Oh, taking the transporter back. Oh. Maybe there's more. Oh man, didn't even know that guy had an explosive. So dark it is for me. Maybe I'm gonna hit a switch that unlocks something at the end of all this. Again, once I hit the exit, I'll just backtrack. Figure out what I can. Ah, dang it, I forgot. I'm not good at magic. Potions don't help me very much. I guess I can use one of these. In fact. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that was all of them. Okay. More teleporters. One leads to two. Two to the next. All these spots link with the rest. Okay, first I'm gonna go up this ramp. What's up here? Stuff and things. Ah, no. Not more stuff and things. These skeletons aren't a problem. Oh, hey, runestone. Isocthos. Okay, well I know where it is. That's always a nice start. One leads to... It's hard to say if some of these hints pertain to runestones or they just pertain to getting out of here. Okay, what'd that do for me? Oh. I was expecting it to be like the most abstract hidden runestone puzzle ever, but nope. Just hit switches. Is that? There's a barrel there, right? Okay. Please tell me this means the stage is almost over. Ooh. No. No! I gotta stop running into things. Realize it's a trap, like, right as I walk up to it. You know, I've been putting nothing but money into my strength stat. And I'm a Valkyrie, which I think... I mean, I'm sure there's stronger characters. Maybe the Barbarian, probably the Minotaur. But I'm at like almost 1,000 stat for strength. And it's a shame that even with that I can't kill these enemies quickly. I mean, I guess it's the end of the level of the game, but you know, I'm used to, you know, stats and leveling up are involved. Used to there being a way to like just completely break it if you spend too much time and energy on it. Not that I really have spent that much time and energy. I know. If I have a chance to sneak back before a boss fight, which doesn't seem to be the case because there's only these 3 teleporters, but if I could, I may have to do another health run. Scary to think, honestly. I could die. What would happen if I died at the boss? And I can't go back? Do I have to do the stage again? Or does the final runestone just unlock the final boss? Hold up. Okay, there's nothing over there. I guess we'll find out. You live! Hot damn. Circle is complete. The entrance to Scorn's... Okay. As much as I hate to do it... Wait, is Scorn's... just go in the circle of runes? I guess that's where he hid Scorn, right? 13th runestones are assembled once more. Well done. You're welcome. My power is restored thanks to you. Now, find the treasure rooms for 50 coins. Yeah, alright. Scorn fled to the very pits of the underworld. Step in the circle of runestones, and I will transport you there. This is your final task. Okay. Well, if that's the case, let's not. And instead, do I want to go this? Yeah. Nah. Let's go back to the volcano. F it. Weaker enemies, more chance of food, because it's the first couple stages. You know, I'm getting sick of these stages. It's gotta be a better way.
You are now entering the Valley of Fire.
I don't know, I guess there's something a bit poetic about going back to the first couple stages before finishing the game. See where we've come. How far we've gone. How much better we are for our trials and tribulations. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. See, look at that.
I like food.
I'm a pretty big deal. Quickly I can kill these orc things. Assume they're orcs.
I like food.
I mean, while I have the manual, I just gotta keep showing off this manual. Because it's so cool. Oh, that's the characters. Where's the enemies? I think it classifies some of them, at least. Grunts. Oh. Oh, it just tells you the types. They could be anything from ogres, wolves, skeleton soldiers, and even knights. So these are ogres? I guess? Bomb throwers and archers. More technical than grunts, these monsters either hurl bombs or shoot arrows at you. Try to destroy these fiends first. They do significant damage the longer they attack. Yeah, no shit. That's why they're always hidden behind a bunch of cannon fodder. It's annoying as hell. I swear, it's really gotten to me. Why do I keep picking up these papers? It's the first stage. Yes, 3 obelisks. Did you know? You need to find 3 obelisks. Is my health capped out like 7,000 now? Maybe I'll spend the last of my money on health, even though it's... Was it like 1,000 gold for like essentially a chunk of meat? Which is pretty fucked up, pricing wise. Highway robbery, some may even call it. Meat.
I like food.
I think I have all these, yeah. If I already have it in my inventory, there's no point in picking it up. Nah, even potions. Et2 potions. Yeah, like that archer. Yeah, defeat that archer first, you say. Interesting.
I like food.
Let me just run up to him. Oh yeah.
Limited invisibility.
A lot of these chests are the same. But they're random each time.
I like food.
It goes to show how much I pay attention, eh?
Green Valkyrie has extra speed.
I'm gonna keep all this stuff just to sell. I always think there's a secret here, but I've done this stage like half a dozen times at this point. I gotta learn my lesson. Not very observant once again. More health! I demand more healing. The mountain peaks once more. Ow.
You are now entering Dagger Peak.
Look at the ease of which I thwart my foes. I slice through the competition. I am... welcome back. I'm doing another food run. I finished all the final stages. It's just one quick teleport to the final boss, I presume. And that's gonna be Gauntlet Legends. So yeah. How was the Zoom meeting? Ah! It's a very delicate process getting food. I don't want to take too much unnecessary damage and make the whole operation for naught.
I like food.
It's down here? Oh yeah. An enemy for some reason. Yeah, a lot of these are the same. Weird that I haven't noticed that. Yeah, it's fire shields, which I have too much of already. Ah. Cool. Aw, dang it! That was supposed to be the other one. Yeep. Alright, fine. I doubt I'm gonna need a lot of potions where I'm going, so... some of them.
I like food.
Ah! Some bombers. No. No. Oh, jeez. Well, that wasn't there before.
I like food. I like food.
Fury has extra speed.
All right. Nah. Okay. Oh wait, I'm not at the end yet. I thought I was at the end of the mission. Beep. Eep. I hate the hills in this game. How'd you get down there? Makes it really hard to fight guys on. This game doesn't know how to target. There we go. Yeet. Ah, come on.
Your key ring is full.
Oh, so it is.
Green Fury has stopped time.
Is this death? It's food.
I like food.
I like food too. Good thing I didn't think it was death, or like I did think, but good thing I tried it anyway. Ow. One of these has got to be death. Oh, more money. Mo money, mo problems. Oh, no, one of them wasn't death. Cool, alright. I think this is as prepared as I'm gonna be. Look at that fast saving. On a Nintendo 64 even. Remember loading screens? Child's play. Poppycock. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna need or what I'm not gonna need. I'll keep some of this in case things go bad. And I'm desperate. Like the fire shield I probably should have used while I was fighting Italy enemies and not while I'm about to fight a boss. Yeah, 1,000 gold just for 100 points of health. It's messed up. I'm just gonna get 600 health from this, which isn't bad, but I've definitely done better just grinding through levels for free. Actually, at a you know, making money in return even, because, you know, going through levels, making money. Profit, at a profit. Alright, well. Hup.
You are now entering the gates of the underworld.
Oh, it's a stage. Oh, okie dokie. Secrets? Or this is just a walk up to... Oh, it's a stage. Oh, crap. It's gonna be another one of these. Go through a bunch of enemies, fight the boss, but if you die, then have fun going through all these enemies again. God dang it. I love it. It's the best. Just the design, just mwah, chef's kiss. I mean, at least this isn't as much of a ball ache as the cathedral was. Because I could do stuff like that. Why would I want to go over here? Oh, does this take me... No? What did that do? Oh, yeah, it did take me to this. Do I have all that? I do. Oh yeah, so I... Oh yeah, and I have... Man. Memory is not what it once was. That's for damn sure. Hey, what? Die. What? What? Huh? Die? Well, that's weird. I should have killed them. I'm no expert, but... That's all I have to say, I'm no expert. Man, my max health is probably like 8,000 or some crap. Almost afraid to look. Yep, 8,100. Check out the strength though, 955. Hell yeah. I assume that's pretty high by this game's standards. Ooh. Aw, man. Do we decide if the super shot does damage to bosses? Yeah. Well, thank you for clarifying. At least to somebody, it's a high number. Level 82 of 99 total, I imagine. Or if the game expects you to get to 99 before finishing it. I'm pretty close, and I thought I was doing a pretty decent job. That's not true. I wasn't doing a very decent job. I didn't have to redo any stages, but I had to redo a lot of boss fights. In fact, I think only one boss I beat in one go.
Green victory has stopped time.
Stopped time. I'm just playing through this stage and thinking, like, yeah, I better get used to it. Because after I die to the boss, it's probably all this over again. I mean, then I'll reach level 99 for sure. I have to keep playing this level. And again, 900 strength, and I can't even get these guys in one hit. Imagine if you're the wizard and just didn't bother putting stats into strength. What then? I don't even know exactly what the magic stat does for you in this game. I think it just makes your potions stronger. How limited those are. Yeep. There's no food in this either, which... Ah, what the heck? Where'd you come from? Doesn't seem to be any food in this stage either, which blows. Where am I even? What's going on? Ah, that was a red full bar. Whatever. I'm done complaining about that. I think I've done it each time it happened. Woo, fire breath. Yes, where's fire shield? Yeah. Oh, also, I apparently have the weapon that weakens this boss, so that's cool. I got that to look forward to. Is this... Is it go time? No, it's a golem. Fine line between go time and golem. Okay. Just about go time, turns out. Alright. Oh. Final showdown. Is this it? Hold on to your butts. Great time for my leg to fall asleep.
Of scorn.
Yeah, use the thing. Use the thing? Ah! Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, turn all these on. I can only do one at a time. Fine. Let's do it. that's cool. What is this? What is the pentagram doing, honestly? I thought it was just gonna weaken him like every other weapon. It doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know what it's doing for me, but it's there. Maybe I have to have it to beat him. Try to go in without it. It's like, you fool. You can't defeat me. Not without whatever this was called. Hey, can I not? Jukes! Ow. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Ow. What is that noise? Here, I can do that too. I can vomit things. Quit it! Quit flashing me. It's flashing me. What a poive. Do some potion shields. I'm at the end of my rope here. Oops, that's not a potion shield. Final form. Turns into super ultimate Majin Buu. I got a halo at the end? That was interesting. Demon Scorn is defeated and the realms are restored. I am proud of you. Look upon this. My body. I don't know. Behold, I've captured my brother Garm. He was hiding in the battlefield. Oh yeah, there's a whole story behind that. This is the traitor who released Scorn from the underworld. I think my character died and went to heaven. For his crime, I hereby banish the underworld forever. He will not trouble anyone again. Woo! And there's much rejoicing. Yay! Magnificent bravery, you've shaken the pillars of the heavens and can now travel the realms freely. As a token of your deed, I grant you this halo of light as a symbol that you entered the bowels of the underworld and emerged victorious. Never fear a death creature again. Be warned, pockets of Scorn's forces still infest the realms. Never give up the fight. Your courage is a shining example to us all. You are a legend of the Gauntlet realm. So that's it. I can just keep playing the game. Could have at least given me a shit ton of money or something. I mean, it's cool. I get health from death with the halo, which is neat. Like, it's permanent now, not just temporary. What do you say about enemies? Excellent. Scorn's forces are defeated and my tower is free. Journey well, knowing you are the legend of the... It's one of those endings. You can keep playing if you want, even though, you know, you spent a good many hours getting to this point. The world's open to you now. It's your oyster. Do whatever you want. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that, honestly. I was expecting at least a credit sequence. Criminy. Actually, I think there is a credit sequence. And it's in, like, the main menu. What is this? Why is there hair there? So, if I may... Wait. Is this saved? Do I care if it's saved, honestly? Oh, if I go to characters... There we go. I could save it anyway. There, Freya. Freya... beat the game. Hey! Wait a sec, I can't even be Summoner? How do you unlock Summoner? Could be a furry. Another furry. Another furry. Another. I could be a minotaur, a falconess, a jackal, a tigress. I can't be Sumner though. It's odd. Some sweet stats though. It's gotta be said. But, oh, maybe it's a difficulty. It's probably a difficulty thing. It's like a fighting game. But if you want your credits, I think they're hidden in the demo. In the menu system. Well, we're waiting for that to pop up. Let me verify something here. You may see some scripts. Okay, good. It didn't pop up. It's a little embarrassing when I try to open my browser and one of my video scripts I'm working on just pops up. Oh! Okay. He's a, it's a, hidden thing. Oh, like all the character unlocks. I guess that makes sense then, duh. I don't think, is this a 64 one? That's a 64 one. I'm trying to find the Nintendo 64 image. Apparently it's in the towers level. If I could just see an image of it, I might be able to suss out where it is. The hell? Hope you guys are enjoying these demo reels. Ooh, look at that. A stage without the enemies. A flyby. Wait, this is the stage. Is there a character unlock platform anywhere? Is it gonna show it in this? Nope. Wiki. I don't want Dark Legacy, I want Gauntlet Legends. Aha! Fortified Towers level. For the Nintendo 64, it's actually the Battle Trenches stage, according to this person. Oh. Screw that, I'm not going through the Battle Trenches stage again. Alright, we had enough of that. Okay. That was Gauntlet Legends for the Nintendo 64. I can prove it now because, hold on. See? See, I just pulled that out of my console. There she blows. She's warm. Holy crap. It's too good at the game. It almost overheated.